So the first car in today, we have a Westfield. She's running an 1800 Z-Tech on twin Webers, and the owner of the car, Mike, he was saying that the issue is difficulty starting intermittently and running really rich, and she did smell really strong of fuel.
He did, yeah.
A lot. So what have we done, Andy? Explain what we've done.
Right, so we did a load of baseline checks when the vehicle first come in to see if the richness we could smell was actually excessive amounts of fuel being burnt, or perhaps it was spillage, perhaps something leaking over and dripping underneath the cab. So it does happen. We then took everything to the correct baseline figures, because on this vehicle are actually 40 DCOE Webers and the 40 DCOE 18. Now, unbeknownst to us, until I checked my charts, they actually originate from a Lotus Cortina. Very collectible, nice car to have.
Absolutely.
But it also means internally the specific settings of float height relative to the brass floats.
Yeah.
And when I went inside and measured the brass float and their position, they were way out. Absolutely miles out where they should be.
Yeah.
Recorrected those. We still have slightly excessive gases. So then looked into the fuel pressure that was then overpowering the buoyancy of these floats.
Absolutely.
That was also excessive. Trimmed that down.
Yeah.
I can then start tuning. I have a thing that's responding to my changes. If I want it a little richer, I can, a little weaker, I can. All balanced up, brought the emissions down very significantly, and it just came alive. It was so much more crisp. So for us to hear, but it's more important how it drove.
Yeah, but even running smoothly, you could tell the difference instantly. And you've got it down from 8.9 down to 2.6, which is a dramatic.
It's huge.
It is. Now then, Mike, the owner of this beautiful car, you've just come back. You've just come back from test drive.
Yeah, it's a different car. It's so much crisper, cleaner. It felt like it was going to cut out on idle before, and it now doesn't. So, yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your support of Martin House Children's Hospice. Thank you for coming today.
Absolutely.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Okay, so car number 2, MK2 Escort. Yeah, now what we believe is this engine is it's a 2-litre Pinto, but for track and drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell you that is exactly what this car is for, but we'll go into that in a bit. What we found, Andy?
Okay, well, the symptoms given to us were it was a difficult car to start.
Yes.
He didn't seem to have the expected based on a track type of engine.
Yeah.
And also the exhaust manifold was getting hot.
Yes.
Particularly one branch of the exhaust manifold. Okay. So we dug into things. Ignition timing was where we started. Did a baseline and it was significantly out. So we brought it back to a more optimum position, but then tweaked a little bit later on. We then went into the carburetors, and these Weber 45 DCOE 152 with expansive plastic type float. So we reset the float height to the correct positions, so they're presenting the correct reservoir from which the jets draw their fuel source.
Yeah.
We then looked into the idle jets, main jets, air correctors, and motion tubes. The idle jets were a little bit smaller than what we'd expect. And when we did an exhaust gas analysis, that was proving they're a little bit weaker than what we wanted, i.e. they would make something look hotter than desirable as well. So we went through 2 or 3 different sets of idle jets. We brought it more into an optimum setting, and we got optimum gas figures. We then went back to the ignition side of things on non-good fueling, and we then optimized the ignition advance curve at 1500, 2000, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4,000, etc., to bring it back to an idle position that then gave the correct mechanical advance figures to timing that would bring this vehicle to life. So the other way, the HT leads have 2 high resistance valves.
Yeah.
So I can deliver those. I swap those out for low resistance leads between 1.5 and 3,000 ohms of resistance. And then she's come to life. She's absolutely to life.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason I'm chuckling here is because this one, she's sort of been a bit awkward, hasn't she? But it's taken quite a few adjustments to get it running perfectly. And I'm going to mention it because if you have seen this car up and down the hill where we are, that's me test driving. First test drive was quite bad, in honesty, but this is what we need to do to get the best.
Well, in truth, children, when you think we say quite bad, but it's an unknown engine build
Oh,
spec.
God, yeah,
We don't
totally.
know what's sat in there. We
Yeah.
don't know what compressor. We don't know what cam.
I can tell you
etc.
now we've got it
Yeah,
right. I think it's a monster. That's what it is
Yeah.
now.
Flies. Proper
Yeah,
flies.
she flew up that hill. It was great fun. Good trade plates, obviously. I am legal, but yeah, this one has been a little bit of a thinker.
It's
Yeah,
pragmatic on. Yeah.
absolutely,
But for the owner, again, he wishes to remain off camera, which is absolutely fine with it.
absolutely.
Thank you very much to the owner when
Yeah.
he sees this.
Yeah.
On behalf of Martin House Children's Hospice, bringing it here today for the Plastic Car Tooling Day charity and for his kind goodness.
Absolutely. And drive safe, mate. You need it.
Yeah.
Thanks again. We are with car number 3. This is B. This car's known as.
It's a lovely little car, isn't it?
Oh,
So cute.
she's beautiful. Now, B has come into us today for tuning, obviously, but the owner of the vehicle is saying that she's lacking a bit of oomph. They've had previous Morris Minors, but that it's not getting to 60,
Yeah.
which is an ideal speed when you want to go long distance, which she's more than capable of. the
Oh,
long
should
distance
just
journeys.
glide along at 60 miles an hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
So she's coming to us to see if we can give her a bit of extra beans,
Mhm.
and I think we've done that.
We have
Yeah.
a few little things, nothing serious, and it was just a matter of tweaking and optimising more than
Yeah.
anything.
Definitely.
We checked over the ignition timing. It was a little out,
Yeah.
not too bad, but I wanted the ignition timing to be right when he's pulling power from the engine.
Absolutely.
Not just started up ticking over idling, existing at traffic lights.
Yeah.
So first thing I look at is his spark quality. This car's still on points and condenser. It's an old Lucas 25D4 distributor.
Yeah.
On those, I want a points gap that gives me a dwell angle around 60 degrees, plus or minus 3.
Yeah.
We first tested it with 52. It's not bad,
Yeah.
but it's 15 or 16 or 17% below 60.
Yeah.
So tweaking up to nearer 60, I got it to 61, gives me a better quality spark
Absolutely.
to present at the right point in time.
Yeah.
Then look towards the fueling. The fuel coming in comes into a little float bowl reservoir.
Yeah.
When the float rises to the right level, it then closes off the needle valve, which
Absolutely.
stops the incoming fuel.
Yeah.
Now, the float was set at the wrong point. There's two settings, the closure point and the opening point.
Was ridiculously
Yeah.
droopy.
Yeah, it was
Droopy.
true.
There's more.
I felt sorry for it.
Yeah, me
I
too.
couldn't sympathise with it, but I felt sorry for it. So, reset the float.
Yeah.
Also had a look at the needle valve. It had an old steel tip type of needle valve.
Yes.
Now, they
Yeah.
sometimes get a little bit of wear around the needle tip.
Yeah.
So we swapped out the needle valve and the needle seat
Yeah.
for a new modern Viton tip type, which is ethanol compatible.
Yeah.
We've then put in a new fuel pipe which meets the J30R7 standards, which gives ethanol compatibility.
Yeah.
We've put in a new fuel filter, so we've protected everything we've now cleaned up, etc. internally. Tweaked everything to get it as they should be collectively together,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be pleasantly surprised.
Well, what owner doesn't know is he did say he couldn't get her up to 60. Now, I'm not going to, get myself into trouble, but I think she's going to do 60 because I've taken her on a test drive, and that's why I've got this big grin on my face. I love this car.
Super.
I was really shocked. She is quick.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, they're a
Yeah.
little flight relative to a Morris Minor.
Absolutely. So the owner of the vehicle is now here, and we're going to ask him to take her for a drive.
Great idea.
And I think he'll feel a difference.
I do as well.
Awesome. Come on, Tony, let's have you.
Right.
This is Tony.
Hello.
Tony is going to take B, and we will interview him when he gets back.
Okay, let's go for it.
Lovely. Cheers.
Mega.
Come on, Sarah, you're coming in.
You might want to put seat back. Put seat back, come on a little. Well, Tony.
Massive difference.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
Straight up to 60, really easy. My foot's not even to the floor. She just sounds brilliant. She idles brilliant. Before I was at traffic light stopped and the revs were dying and I kept having to blip the throttle. Don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just feels tight.
Yeah, I totally get it. Like I say, I took her for a drive. I didn't want to tell you, but I did take her for a test drive, and I was astonished.
Yeah.
I didn't expect her to have that much power.
No.
You know, but
No.
yeah, I knew he'd be happy.
Yeah, I am happy. I'm really pleased. I feel comfortable now going to the motorway now.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it wasn't before because we want to go to more branch rallies. and I was a bit reluctant to go anywhere with it because I thought it would take us all day to get there basically, and holding traffic up as well.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay,
Brilliant.
thank you very much.
No, thank you. And on behalf of Martin House Children's Hospice,
Yeah.
thank you for your support today.
No
Very
problem.
much appreciated.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tony.
Okay, thank you,
very
George.
much.
Cheers.
Thanks. Number 4, the beautiful Cindy.
Last motor of the day.
Yeah, last motor of the day, and if you're one of our followers already, you'll know that Cindy has been into us a couple of times now. She's had a bit of welding, she's had some TLC, and we did prep her for today's tuning day.
You did?
Yeah.
You did a good job as well. Good job.
Absolutely. So, she's just coming for a fine tweak.
That's all. A tweak and a twiddle.
Yeah, absolutely that. So, what did we find, Andy?
Okie dokie. Well, a vehicle like this, it's all badged up as 1957, so she's almost 70 years old.
Yeah.
70 years ago, they didn't have things like stroboscopes and such.
No.
But there's no reason why you can't use a stroboscope
Yeah,
to then verify what were all traditional mechanically set values.
absolutely.
So let's say we've created our top dead centre marker.
Yeah.
We've then done our ignition timer and checked it with a stroboscope.
Yeah.
We've also set the carburetor by the old values.
Yes.
And then we've checked it using a gas analyzer.
Yeah.
And you could hear it getting sweeter and sweeter as we dial these two factors in.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's just a tweak and a twiddle to
Yeah.
get it running as it should.
Yeah, and she does sound lovely, doesn't she?
She does. She's lovely, yeah.
Well, I've already told you this little girl now. Oh, love this van. But the owner, lovely lady called Isabel. So you're going to see this van out and about. Yeah, she's going to use it as a little business venture, and I can't wait for you to see it. You know, she's got a little bit to do on it yet, so I don't want to ruin it for her for the big opening. But I love this van.
Yeah. Well,
Character, quirkiness.
the thing is that let's say we're here today, and this lady you mentioned,
Yeah.
she's supporting us, supporting
Yes.
Martin House Children's Hospice.
Definitely.
So when her business is up and about and doing its bit,
Yeah.
we'd like to see people supporting her as well. Really would.
Absolutely. Yes. So keep an eye out for this van, and I will share it when she's up and running.
Yeah. Superb. Thank you.
Thanks for your support, Isabel. Right, we've come to the end of the video, and what a day
It's been great. Really, really great day.
it has. First of all, thank you for tuning in, literally. I had to do it, sorry. I had to do it.
I'm a tuner here.
Yeah. But no, serious now, what a day.
It's been brilliant, and
Yeah.
we've. I always appreciate anybody entrusting their car with me.
Yeah,
But when they can entrust it and do good from it as well,
Yeah.
as we've done today
absolutely.
for the Martin House Children's Hospice,
Yeah,
it's doubly appreciated. It really, really is. It's been a fantastic day.
it is. We've had a lot of happy people, a lot of big smiles.
Yeah.
We've made a big difference today in more ways than one. So obviously we're supporting the hospice today. But getting the owners of these classic cars, a lot of them, they're not confident in driving them, in taking them
Yeah.
out, for long runs, for instance. But we've been able to give every one of them people today
From
confidence.
simple things in tuning.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. But the main thing is, today we have raised,
£725
yeah,
for
just in one day.
just in one day.
And it's brilliant because it's been fun as well.
Yeah, it's a
We've
lovely feeling. Really lovely
It
feeling.
really is. So well done, matey.
Oh, well done,
Top
team.
job.
Well done, team,
Yeah.
everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Autolas workshops have been superb today. Really helpful with me as well.
Awesome. So thanks again for tuning in. If you're interested in having your classic car tuned, we're holding another day next month.
We are, yeah.
Saturday the 13th of June is the next classic car tuning day, and again to support a charity. We'll announce all the details soon, but if you are interested and you want to get booked in, then message us.
Get in touch now because the places will go very quickly.
Definitely.
And it gives us a chance to prep in case there's particularly anything unusual, weird, strange, whatever, in terms of
Absolutely.
vehicles. There's a lot of classic cars of all shapes and sizes out there.
Absolutely. So yeah, get in touch, guys, if you want to book in and support us and our chosen charity.
Thank you to the guys and girls from today as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks again and take care.